All right. You can get started.
Okay. So first of all, the visuals of the board. So between the last one, which was plain black and white, and this one, there was one that we tried in between where it was a board with a white base, but then the lines on the board were rainbows. Like as you can see here, we have white lines here, right? So what we did the previous test was we had a white board with colorful lines, but then the problem with that was it made us like confused as we were playing. Because for example, if the grid was red, but then your line was also red, you kind of forget what is the grid and what's you. So we gave up on that idea because we tried that at first because we wanted to have like a white spaces in between so that hold on where's my pen? So that like you could draw in the spaces here. But then in every test we tried, nobody ever would draw here and everyone would just draw here anyways. So we thought, okay, let's just do away with it and make the whole board colorful instead. So aesthetic wise, that was the main thing we did. Other things we tested was we were trying some of the stuff based on the feedback that you and Mr. Ho gave. One of it was like the issue of the unfairness of using a dice. So because what I remember what he said was that then maybe let's say if you roll a 6 on your first turn, you can terus makan somebody over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing that we tried was, okay, how about we do away with the dice entirely and then we have, say, everybody moves 3 spaces in a turn. Because then if it's 3, given as everybody is 4 spaces apart, there's no chance that you can cut anybody off immediately. But then what we found from that test was that the game became very dry and a bit too predictable because if everyone's moving the same number, it gave everybody the opportunity to complete the circle at around the same time.
Right.
So it was a very, very close thing and the game kind of tied at the end. So instead of that, we just rearranged the board a bit and we added some more circles because another issue about the fairness was just that we had a very like random placement of the power ups. But then so from there we realized like if the power up placement is uniform, then at least there is fairness in that even if we do use a dice to play.
Mm-hmm.
And we changed the dice to the dice for movement is now a D4 instead of a D6. So the chance of you being able to do that thing where you can cut off somebody on the first turn is very, very unlikely now.
Right.
And we are still maintaining the D6 for power up rolls, but also we have redone the odds of the power up rolls once again. Because remember earlier on when we first introduced the power ups, we found that the bridges were like the most helpful thing to the gameplay and you would base your strategy around the bridges. So
Yes.
what we had for the past few weeks was we had the bridge was 3 out of 6 of the power ups was bridge, and then there would be less blocks, less removers. But when what we didn't take into account was that later on, now we have the fact that the power up spaces double as a bridge and there is a like free for all zone. So when you have both the fact that everybody can cross here and also such high odds of having the bridge, what happened was that you would just have an abundance of extra bridges and it wasn't really being used. And then in one of our playtests, we were hoping to get other power ups, but we weren't really getting it. Because when we have so many bridges, it kind of, there was no more use for it anymore now that the power up spaces itself are also bridge spaces. So we reduced it down to 1/6. And we also we made it 1 to 2 is a block, 3 is a bridge, 4 to 5 is a block remover, and then 6 is no power ups at all, just to add a little bit of a disadvantage as well. And I think that's everything we covered. Guys, did I cover everything?
I think so.
Okay, good.
So I think now for the final time, pick your starting point.
Right. So Okay, let's play.
I'm in class. Not here.
Where are we rolling?
Yeah.
The
The-
4.
wait. 4, 2.5, 5. So roll so we. Wait, no. Yeah, so roll so we can decide the order.
6. Okay.
Alright. So starts with Sir, then clockwise.
So I start, huh?
Yep.
And roll the d4, sir.
Roll the what?
The
D4.
the D4.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 4.
How do I read
You have-
this?
You hover your mouse over it. Basically, default
It's
is
right,
go bawah.
right side up.
Oh, just hover. Oh, right. Okay, got it. 4. Okay. Okay. So I get a power up roll. Do I? I use this for power up, right?
Yep.
Block. Okay. Your move.
Okay, that
Next move.
Okay.
I'm going to block. Oops. Can I block this? I block it.
Wait, wait.
Maybe I block it over here.
Yeah.
Then I'll roll. Oh no, sorry. 1. Right? Is that correct?
Yep.
No, okay. Oh, wait. Never mind. Sorry.
so I get like 4. So I mean like a block removal.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll. 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need to roll this. I got block removal.
Okay, I got a 1. Asal semua block remover.
But then you have a block to remove, so it's fine.
Pandai. Two. Just move this away. Can't see it. Okay. Your move. The Hanif.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done already.
Your
Okay.
move. Disco.
Last turn.
2. 1, 2. Oops. Okay, let me roll again for the power up. Got 1 block. Okay, block. Hold on. Block. Here.
Now why do I keep rolling 1? Okay, I'm done.
Big number. A tough one. I wonder why you. That's probably why you chose that dice.
Yeah, I mean there's only like 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Sometimes you get one like consecutively. Yeah, just like me, like the previous game, right? I get one.
Yeah, I remember.
I mean like 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1.
Oh my
1,
gosh.
2, 3, 4. Okay.
No way. Gonna get myself a
2,
bridge.
1. Block. So I want to block. Who I want to block?
Block
Yeah.
block.
Aduh. Okay. Rolling 4. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then. Wrong button. I can't see the number. 2.
2. You get 2.
2 is block again. Block. I'm not gonna block anyone yet.
Yay, 4, finally. I feel like everyone's getting like 1, 4, 1, 4.
Yeah. Huh. Huh. Get another
I block.
thing in. Alrighty then.
1.
That's ridiculous. Okay, another roll here. That's
Also,
another ridiculous thing. Block.
block. So I will roll, right?
Oh, you all play dirty. You want to block me? Okay, I'll block you all as well.
Block, block, block. 3.
I
Oh, block.
Alamak, apa ni?
Wait,
Okay, jangan lah kesian dia. Nanti he potong markah because we made him lose.
one. Alah.
Yeah. Okay.
Elef
Yeah.
nak bagi Chan lah tu.
One. Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
Hmm. Nothing much I can do.
Second
You can use
life lah.
years, sir.
Okay, my journey ends there. I'm probably gonna start. Okay, your move.
So, 1, 2. Yeah.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
This side of the ball is so buka.
Two.
And then here
Yeah,
is so
yeah.
like
I'm moving.
Yeah.
One, two.
Somebody block her, please.
Okay.
Or I'll do.
oh. Tak, I just wanted to move it because I couldn't see the board. Okay.
Okay. Hmm. There you go.
Whose turn is it?
Mine.
Oh. One.
Wonderful. Just one. So, Okay. Oh, what did I do? Okay, correct.
One, two. Okay. Done already.
Oh, okay. Wait. My laptop suddenly low battery. Okay. Where is it? Oops, wrong. One. Yo. One. Okay, and then another roll. Two. Block. There. Then.
Four. Wait, did I lalu apa awal? Oh, I did. Okay, tak.
Hmm. 3. I need. Why I keep getting blocks? No bridge.
That's the challenge, sir.
Yeah. I'll just quickly place one block over there. Your move.
1, 2. I think I will use 3. So do I have to use the block remover?
Yeah.
But then I'm not crossing, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
you still use it
Never
Still
mind.
going there.
if the block is there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done. Oh, sorry. I have to roll 6. None. Okay.
Okay. 1 minute. 2.
Someone burn that dice, please.
Okay.
I feel like the TTS punya dice in general is just a bit off. It's either off or we don't know how to use these dice properly. Because like every time we play, we have the same problem.
Maybe it's not spinning right, I guess.
It's a Houston, is it?
Your
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I mean, like the probability of getting one like after 4 is like very high.
Wow, I think the first two I rolled the entire game.
You know, I had a really good chat with your friend, Kyra,
Huh?
the other day.
Oh, Yaman.
Yeah.
That's why, like, when he sent us his project stuff, then when you were telling me about it, I was like, wow, this sounds like Mr. Charles. I should send him to Mr. Charles.
Yeah, well, it was nice to talk to him about it. It's like it's almost like we got kindred spirits or something.
Actually, he was supposed to be in this batch lah, tapi like last sem, he had
Yeah, he
problems.
told me.
Yeah, because he was back in Maldives and like they had no internet. So
So
yeah,
he's taking his module in March.
yeah, kind of sad though. Like he's quite a nice guy to have around. So I was kind of sad to not have him.
Yeah, he's so into games.
Yeah, I get a lot of game recommendations from him. So this guy to talk with.
I'm done.
okay. 1. Okay. Then
Okay, I've completed the round.
Okay, so you won.
Yeah.
So gonna
Do we keep playing or?
yeah. So you can see, like second, third.
Oh, finally I get a bigger number. What's the point? Oops. Bad line. Here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more roll. A 6. None.
Yeah, I'm done.
oh, sorry. 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't know where I'm going anymore. 1. I got blocked again. Okay.
So
So
I don't think I can roll anymore. I'm
I
out.
cannot.
I pass.
Also, like cannot roll. I mean, like, can we move like one here and then one here? Cannot, right?
Cannot. Next turn
So
can.
yeah,
Cannot
I
lah.
almost win. I almost win.
Wow.
Next turn.
Okay, my turn. Sorry. distracted. Wow. Aduh.
So only Hannah has a bridge.
I don't have a bridge.
That was mine.
Oh, that's yours. You're the only one who has a bridge.
Yeah.
And you didn't even use it.
One,
You could have sold it to
Okay.
us.
two.
I didn't use it because there were enough power up spaces for me to go through.
Is there a block here or not?
That's the remote.
Let's remove her.
Wait, okay, then I roll again. 2 block. Ayo.
You
F9.
only can move back. Habis lah tu. Habis.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Got anything left to do?
So Kyra won. I'm out. Hanif is out. So Hannah, you you're the only one.
Hannah also out.
Oh, Hannah also out. Okay.
I'm already out. Cannot move anywhere anymore.
I think
Alright.
I mean, can move here.
yeah, but like it's kind of not gonna do
There's like
anything.
no point. Yeah.
I think Hanif got pretty close though. Hanif second lah.
Yeah. One. Only list. Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
So
So in last night to sabotage him. Sorry, sir.
okay, the game ends. Now, honestly, guys, the previous version is much more better.
Really,
I think so. Because the previous version at least you get bridges. This one tak satu pun tak kena bridge.
yeah, tapi kan, like tengok berapa power up yang people used as a bridge. Like 1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, but I think the power up part is okay. I think tak ada masalah that one. But the problem here is still the bridge thing. The acquisition of bridges still macam kurang, you know. And then the people who play, who started the game anyway? I started the game, right?
Yeah, we started.
Yeah, so it's good that I did not have the main advantage because I start. Okay, that is solved. But the thing is, I still didn't have a chance to get any bridges, and I think the probability of getting bridges has already reduced. I think largely because of the use of that triangular dice.
Wait, but the triangle dice?
No. That's for movement. Yeah, but I think that that square dice. There's still room for maybe developing this square dice into power up dice. So it could maybe when you come to a power up, it represents a power up dice, and then the chances of getting a bridge is probably a lot better.
Maybe we just put it at 2, 2, 2 rather than have that 6 with none.
Yeah.
We can just put the power up at 2, 2, 2. Because what we did, we tried having 3 bridge, and 3 bridge was too much bridge. So maybe 2 will be a good balance.
Yeah, I still feel this game has a lot of potential, but because basically actually Yijian, right? I don't know whether you caught it, but Yijian's feedback was, of course, he did say he's not a fan of dice games, but actually a lot of RPG games still use dice. So you know, it's still very much his preferred. Is based on his personal preference, but not necessarily it doesn't necessarily mean you don't have to use dice or anything like that. So I'm glad you continued the dice thing. But one thing that he highlighted was the something to do with the power-ups, the advantage, something to do with some kind of advantage that you need. And I'm still not quite seeing the advantage there, but the advantage was a lot more visible when you didn't have any changes. Maybe the just previous version, even actually the version that you played with Yijian is actually a much better version, to be frank. So I despite his feedback, I think I still prefer that version of the game. It seems a lot more action packed. I'm saying this because I'm comparing this new version with the previous version. So in comparison, I think that the previous version was a lot more action-packed, a lot more exciting, and it's a lot more. I think I covered more grounds there. If I'm not mistaken. A lot of people covered more grounds there.
The cover more ground is part also because the dice is less now.
But good. I like the aesthetical changes that you made. I think these are, I can see it's continuing to change and develop over time. And as a matter of fact, no prototypes are ever complete. It's a much more refined version of the game, but it's really amazing to see how from where it started in the first place, from a total scribble to an actual playable sketching, doodling while playing game. That sort of thing. It's a refreshing idea overall. There's still room for development, and I think you can take this further on your own. And if there's any possibility for you guys to if you can join the Tabletop Malaysia group on Facebook, do become a member so you can keep in touch. I mean, get updated with the latest happenings and alpha meets and whatever online board game meetings where you get to play other people's board games or whatever, or whether on tabletop or if the MCO is over, maybe on that physically can go and actually meet some game designers. So though that can be a precedent for further applications or transferability of this design to more digital version or an app version or things like that. So job well done, all of you. I think you've come a long way. So good. Get rid of that triangular dice, man. I think there's got to be a better one. But anyway, this is all prototype. These are all prototypes, so there's no finished version per se. But I think this is a very interesting, and I'm also happy that you completed one tabletop sim game. And make sure you save this version.
Yeah, save.
You save this version, so it will appear in my. If I press games, then I could have a version of this here that I could play. Right. Anything you guys want to share? Your feedback? Anything you want to share about this semester? What do you think of this semester so far? Some gains and things that maybe you have questions.
So I'm going to be honest with you. I think I enjoyed the exercises more than I enjoyed doing this project.
I get you. Because
I feel like I learned a lot from those. Just like I learned a lot from the making this game as well. But I feel like because when we were having like your lectures and stuff, I really enjoyed your lectures because I could think about the games that I played every day. And,
right.
And I had like it gave me the knowledge to think about stuff when I'm playing and not just like, oh, fun, that's it. Like that was all in my head before that. But then like now I know things and I can like criticize stuff a bit more.
Yeah, analyze it, right?
Yeah, so I really enjoyed the lectures and all that.
Well, thank you, Kyra. Good to know. Hannah?
I also enjoyed this semester, like this class specifically. I think this class is like the most interesting of all the classes I'm taking right now. But I would prefer it more if we could do it in class all the time and not at home.
Yeah, I know. Traditionally we used to do this. We used to play a lot in cyber cafe. The whole class. We actually go to the cyber cafe. We actually
I remember like in previous semesters, whenever I talked to seniors that were taking this class, they would always brag about what they were doing in class with you, Tao.
I'm so sorry that you can't get the same experience.
Virus potong team.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm also bummed out by the MCO and the pandemic that's really changed a lot of these things. But we'll have to move forward then. No, I'm just moving forward to try to better this way of trying to do this class. Okay. What about you, Hanif? What your thoughts?
About this class. Hello, sir.
Yeah. Take your
I think
time.
that I think that I enjoy this class because like it's like I love to play games, right? So like previously I just play games, but then after taking this class, that I mean like you gain something like useful like insight how to like look at the games instead of just like look. But right now I mean like you understand like what makes games right. Make this game like a very good game, excellent game. Like what differentiate like just a normal mediocre game, legendary game, something like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hanif. In terms of design, like designing a game. So far the understanding about the concepts of the game concept. Do you have did you gain something from so far the lesson, or what really what does it really take in a design of a game?
Yeah.
So much testing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
much.
You have to ask other people opinion, user testing, something like that.
I think,
Yeah.
like at the start, I feel like at the start, my impression was that as the weeks go by and as we test it more, there will be less things to figure out. But then, like, looking back at my e-portfolio now, right? Because I update it right after we test, so I don't forget stuff. And
Right.
every week it gets longer and longer. The first week is just like, oh, we tested, and then you get to like week 8, and then it's like three whole paragraphs. It's so long, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Good point.
definitely like a good. Because I feel like at the same time, some things we learned it as we went. We learned how to criticize it as we went. Like we didn't know what we were doing at the start. So like it was a very interesting process.
Wow. Thanks. What about the use of tabletop sim? Did you think that this platform was easy to be a substitute for the face-to-face session in class, and especially for this subject? Did you find this useful?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's the best alternative we have to playing games when we can't be there physically.
Yeah. I guess what helped was I mean, to me, what really helped was being able to move my mouse here. It looks like I'm virtually there moving this thing. It's almost, it's just shy of using a VR glasses, So that for me makes it more real.
I think it made the like playing wise tabletop it's fine, it's great, it's the closest thing to reality that you can get. It's just I think from the making the game standpoint, we spent so long like discussing how can we do this if like we had certain elements that we wanted to bring in, but then it was like we couldn't figure out how to do it digitally.
Yeah, those are some of the limitations,
Yeah.
and no doubt you will face some limitations here. So do state some of these in your reflection, because as a last post in your e-portfolio, you all can contribute to some reflection about this game. When you're reflecting, you can write about the limitations. You can write about what some ideas that you think could be better when it comes to this unprecedented method of being in class. We're not sure in the future how the class or how the situation is going to be when it comes to the global pandemic. We don't know how much it will improve or how worse it will get. But we do know that the campus won't remain closed forever, though. We definitely know. But only if the situation gets really bad, then maybe this might continue. So, but either way, tabletop sim will still be, in my opinion, will still be one of the ways to make sense of a board game design or a game design. Because now that the familiarity with tabletop sim is there, so even if we have face-to-face, chances are we might tell them to utilize this rather than to use a lot of physical things. But what the good thing about face-to-face is at least we can have a lot of physical sketching and design discussions in class, so that would be very helpful. And I think, have you all ever done those game reviews before this semester?
No.
No.
Yeah. So
I got a lot more into doing it than I thought I would. So learned a lot of things here.
yeah, you notice, right? It's not as easy as we thought. I mean, when I myself not very good with game reviews. I tried to do a Genshin Impact gameplay thing. Yeah, it's not easy to do it because you got to keep talking. You got to keep addressing issues in there. You got to keep describing. You got to keep analyzing, and that's the thing about being a designer. Everything hinges on feedback. Everything hinges on user experience. So the user experience has always been the fundamental thing that plays a very huge role in the success of a game. So I guess that's all I can comment for now, and I truly hope one day I can see you guys going further with great ideas, in the area of gamification of anything. Basically, you can pretty much gamify anything. It's just a matter of understanding who your user is. So I see this as a successful approach to addressing a user need, and you focused on designers or your age group where they like to play but they like to doodle as they play. So maybe playing the term play can be understood perceived in a very unique way. So that could also contribute to something that you can academically write about. What do we really play? What do designers like to play? The sort of thing. Some philosophical thoughts in it. So feel free to add on any final thoughts in your last post. Make it a special post. Like overall discussion, can be discussion, and then future prospects. Where can this go? What can you see? What can you predict? See happening with your prototype, or if you may be thinking personally of applying what you understood from this semester into a possible design in future. So yeah, so I think this is a thank you all for tolerating all the limitations that we have in online sessions, and I do apologize if there are things that may have made you a little lost due to that. Sometimes it's not easy to juggle between face-to-face or borderless class. I know the beginning of the semester we tried to have a borderless class, and it's a lot more work actually, but appreciate your patience and your understanding this whole thing. It's also nice to know that you guys are also part of the problem solving process as well. So I think that's it. That's me, and that's it. We close chapter on our class now. We will not have any more class. Our class basically over. But now your documentation, your e-portfolio, just get it updated, and if possible, PDF the game design document and embed it in the e-portfolio, like the examples I've shown you before. So it's easy to read and refer there. And yeah, complete your updates by week 15.
All right.
So just send me just ping me by next week Friday via message in Discord, and let me know where you're at. How's everything going with the updates? So
yeah, I think maybe like once we have some of it done, we'll send you like what we have for the document so far.
Yeah. If you need me to review anything, just message me lah. All right. So with that, thank you very, very much for being an awesome bunch.
Thank you, sir.
You're most welcome.
So,
So that's it. Good job and well done. Oh yeah, before I forget, by week 15, so maybe by Friday next week, I will the marks will be sort of maybe upgrade the marks a little bit, or I might do something slightly different. I might send you a link. I might send you the link to for you to maybe to input your ratings, so that nothing is always based on my ratings, so I can compare notes and then I could finalize it later. So I might do that by next Friday. Yeah. Okay. All right. Take care, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Stay safe.
so
You too, sir.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, sir.